So today we're going to be talking to Webster Tarpley, and he's going to give us the information, which this button is just sort of like a political shorthand. So join me with Webster Tarpley talking about some of the modern issues that we're facing. They're down the rabbit hole. How are you doing?
Thank you very much, Paula Gloria. I'm fine. It's very hot here in Washington, but we're hanging in there.
Great. So can you give a rundown of what's been happening with the bomb fraud? Because you're calling it a fraud. That's a pretty strong word, Webster.
Yes, I hope we can go through this. The idea is the following. About 8 or 9 days ago, people woke up to the news that there had been a horrendous plot discovered in London to bomb 10 or more transatlantic airliners using explosives based on liquids. And everybody will recall how this report, which was uncritically accepted through the entire world of commercial aviation in Britain, especially the United States, but really around the world, into total chaos, causing tremendous inconveniences and really millions and millions of dollars of losses. At the time, I expressed profound skepticism that there was anything at all behind this report. And now, after 8 or 9 days, that first impression has, I believe, turned out to be the correct one. And let me just sum it up.
Okay.
So what we know so far, and remember, Paula Gloria, you will really have to speak up for me to hear you on this connection.
Right, okay.
So far, we have no evidence whatsoever found. There have been no chemicals, no bombs found in the homes of any of the 25 or so people that have been arrested in Great Britain and are now being held under Tony Blair's Prevention of Terrorism Act, which amounts to habeas corpus. They're going to be held for 30 days with no evidence and no charges. But let's remember, no chemicals were found in their homes, no bombs have been found. Most of the people accused have no passports. It is therefore impossible for them to get on a transatlantic flight. They don't have a passport to get through the passport check, and all of them have no tickets. There have been no transatlantic tickets of any kind found. So we are facing a prosecution, a frame-up, which has been invented out of thin air, a totally concocted fraud, stunt, provocation for political reasons by the Tony Blair regime in Great Britain, a very oppressive government, at the expense of the Muslim community of Britain, but also at the expense of world public opinion. The Deputy Prime Minister of Great Britain, John Prescott, the guy who was running the country while Tony Blair remains on vacation in the Barbados Islands, in the home of Sir Keith Richard, I believe that's the old rocker from the 1950s and 60s. Tony Blair is on vacation, so Prescott is running the country. Prescott told a group of Muslim members of Parliament on August 15th that many of the people who have been arrested will not face charges at all, and some of them will face very minor charges, meaning that it may be found that they had some overdue library books or some unpaid parking tickets, but there will be nothing